We have identified our suspects, and our suspects next of kin have been notified, and I'm going to, if Bobby, can you hold the suspects, and will you guys hold the suspects? The female suspect that you see there that actually was shot in the living room when she went to grab the fallen officer's shotgun is identified. She's a female white, identified as, and I will spell it out for you. First name, Rhogena, R-H-O-G-E-N-A, Rhogena, R-H-O-G-E-N-A. Last name of Nicholas, N-I-C-H-O-L-A-S, N-I-C-H-O-L-A-S. She was 58 years of age. The male suspect that actually engaged in the firefight with the officers is 59 years of age. He's also a white male, and he is identified as Dennis, D-E-N-N-I-S, Tuttle, T-U-T-T-L-E. Tuttle, T-U-T-T-L-E. The female is Rhogena, R-H-O-G-E-N-A. Last name of Nicholas, N-I-C-H-O-L-A-S, 58-year-old white female. We're not going to talk about their criminal histories. That's part of the investigation, and we've got a lot to go into their background to see what we can learn about. That's part of our ongoing investigation. A search warrant was conducted last night, and a search of the premises revealed the presence of marijuana in the location. We also recovered another drug, white powdery substance believed to either be cocaine or potentially fentanyl. We recovered two 12-gauge shotguns, one 20-gauge shotgun, one .22 caliber rifle, and one Remington 700 rifle. Those are the items that were recovered in the target location. The investigation into that location will continue, and the investigation into the officer-involved shooting will continue with the assistance of the Harris County District Attorney's Office. Obviously, our Special Investigations Unit, which is our specialized unit that conducts investigations to officer-involved units, and lastly, the Internal Affairs Unit that will conduct an administrative review into everything from A to Z, tactical plans, everything that went into this operation to ensure that all departmental policies were adhered to. All the officers that were involved in the officer-involved shooting will be placed on administrative leave consistent with the departmental policy. They've all been debriefed. We've had psychological teams. We had 3 of our psychologists here yesterday. Our peer support folks were here yesterday, and our peer support and psychological services will also be debriefing family members of our involved employees or any of our employees that need it, our dispatchers, and just the rest of our team. And so with that, I think I've covered everything I needed to cover, and I will open it up to questions from anyone.